Hello and welcome back to the B&P Blitz podcast. I'm Brennan alongside Peyton, and today is, of course, Halloween, so that's fun. We're recording this on Halloween. We're totally not running behind today at all, so this will be eventful. But today we're going to have, obviously, everything that we've had the past couple weeks, and then a little bit more fun because World Series Game 6 is tonight. Big game, and then, of course, we still have hockey in the NBA, but football's a little lacking this week, but, um, we make it work. You'll see by some of the games that we're talking about.
We definitely make it work.
It's something. He totally doesn't have NFL games pulled up right now because he did zero work on this podcast before today.
And NBA.
Oh, okay.
I had an advising meeting before this, and
Just start making the excuses.
it's been a long week. Okay, just kidding. It's been my favorite week of the school year. I love school. Just kidding. We're not gonna start off the episode like that. You know, this is usually when you say, Peyton, you want to start with.
No, I'm just waiting for you to go at this point.
So yeah, last week I dominated. NFL I won by one game, so I guess you wouldn't say there's domination there, but college football I won by 5, 39-50 out of 50, and you got 34 out of 50. And then so pretty good week for me. I think we both did really well in college football though. Again,
We didn't.
missing only
That's
11.
literally, it's right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not good. For you it is, for
I'm
maybe.
happy with that.
I'm not happy with that. I did 5 games worse than you.
And I'm telling you, you got mad at me whenever you were like, we didn't miss this many games at the beginning of the year.
We just didn't. We just did not miss that many because the games were easier. There were only a couple good games a week in the first 3 weeks.
I know, but it's the ones you don't expect, I feel like.
I guarantee you the first 3 weeks we had a max of like five misses.
No, I'm sure you're right, but I mean.
Oh, so now I'm right?
They stack.
So wait, I was wrong, but now I'm right.
We are in week 9, so those do stack up,
God,
especially when you
this
get
kid doesn't make
16
any
wrong.
sense.
Especially when you get like 16 wrong. They do stack up. But yeah, it was a good week. I ended up winning the week, but at the same time, this is just for fun, right?
Dude, that Rutgers Purdue game really pissed me off. Not to mention Ole Miss Oklahoma also pissed me off. You got lucky in that one, but you got even more lucky in the Rutgers Purdue game. That was probably the most lucky game I've
bounce
ever
off
seen.
the quarterback's hands into the Steelers. Not the Steelers. Oh my gosh.
The Steelers. This is college football.
Oh my gosh. You could convince me that we're doing this at 8 in the morning, but it's noon. But yeah, fun week. But I mean, moving into the actual games last week, we had a couple good ones, couple good SEC games, couple good Power 5 schools, and then we had a fun little Michigan State game that we watched. First one, Ole Miss Oklahoma. I know you just mentioned that did not make you happy.
No, it actually pissed me off so much. Well, because the only reason that Ole Miss got that extra touchdown was because Oklahoma fumbled the freaking punt, and they lost out on an extra possession. But they still probably weren't winning. It was just the fact that happened. Really, just like.
Well, you know, Jackson Darby slinging it really well. Just kidding. I just wanted to make a joke, like ChatGPT joke.
Honestly, if you actually used ChatGPT this week, you'd probably say that Jackson Dart won this game.
Trinidad looks good.
He didn't look very good in the first half.
I know, but he bounced. It's all how you finish. It's about how you finish, and he finished really well.
Sure.
Winning by 8 points.
Just a hater.
Again, the score doesn't reflect what actually happened. At one point, the game was a 2-touchdown game, and OU came back to score a touchdown near the end of the game. But Ole Miss bounced back from their loss last week against Georgia, which again should have been a win. They allowed 14 unanswered against Georgia, and so that was a heartbreaker to come back and beat a solid OU team. But I think OU is on the downfall. They play. I think every single week they play as a ranked opponent. Am I wrong with that?
I don't think so.
I think
I'm pretty positive.
I think they maybe have one where it's not ranked, one or two. But I just it's going to be a tough end of the season for them, and that's 2 losses in a row. But yeah, moving into Vanderbilt.
Sounds like an Oklahoma hater.
Of course, I'm a Texas fan and an Oklahoma State fan.
Okay, but is Oklahoma I'm just gonna say this: Oklahoma probably finished the season. I wouldn't be surprised if Texas finishes the season higher, but that's literally just due to the fact that Texas has let more nobodies. But at the same time, Texas honestly looks worse than Oklahoma does, and they won their last game.
Yeah, this is true. That Texas game also probably made you mad. The way that they scored 17 points
Yeah,
in the fourth quarter.
But still, I mean, you could just continue. I'm just here to complain.
Yeah. Vanderbilt, Missouri.
Really boring game.
Oh my god.
Extremely boring, but
It's-
it felt like it needed to be on here because it was ranked, and it was kind of close the entire game.
You know, we talk about it all the time about how college football is so much more high scoring than NFL, and defenses. There's no such thing as defense in college sometimes. But this was one of those games where defenses actually decided to show
The
up.
only thing that happened in this game.
Exactly. And, I love that because, but at the same time, I do like a lot of high scoring games. High scoring is fun.
I just hate Vanderbilt.
You
really
don't
wish
hate
Missouri.
Vanderbilt. You
I
hate
really
Diego.
wish Missouri came out with a victory. I know, but him himself makes me hate their program and their school. It's just like he's so full of himself for playing for Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt has accomplished nothing in the last 10 years for football. They're known to be a baseball school, and they've struggled to be a good baseball school the past couple of years.
You have to say they fell off the map
So,
kind of
like,
for a second.
I
there.
mean, I'm just like he acts like they're so much cooler than they are, and they just haven't done enough or proved enough to be acting the way that he does. Also, he's just not good.
In your opinion, I guess so. I think he's. I wouldn't call him legit, but I think he's a good quarterback.
Yeah, for college maybe.
Oh,
Guy's not doing
he's
jack
got no
crap
future
in the NFL.
He's got no future in the NFL. No, we can agree on that. He is absolutely.
When you start celebrating kneel downs before the pregame against Alabama, you don't deserve.
Yeah, that did
Against Alabama. I don't
See-
care if you guys won that game last year. You're going to Alabama. You're going to warm up doing practice kneel downs pregame. I feel like I've talked about this every week since it happened, but still,
Did we talk about the mom last week?
probably yeah, because you called her hot.
You baited me into that.
That
You
doesn't
said
mean you
you
say
said
it.
you said
Doesn't mean
you
you
said
say
I
it.
think it was you quote said like remember why do we what's so good about him, and it was like oh yeah, but yeah, it was a
Actually,
good game.
I didn't say what's so good about him. I don't think his mom is hot at all. I think it's kind of dumb that she tries to take the spotlight away from him,
Yeah,
or like that the spotlight is more on her than it is on him half the time. But
true.
regardless of the point, just move on, so I don't have to talk about Vanderbilt anymore.
South Carolina, Alabama. At one point, South Carolina looked like they were going to win this game. They had a nice, I think, a touchdown lead at one point. Students started to
Prepare to
rush the
field,
field. That's always that's you want to talk about the most aura losing thing, preparing to rush the field.
and then not winning.
Well, I mean,
Rough.
I saw an Instagram thing whenever Arkansas played A&M, and it was like, please wait 3 minutes if we somehow upset A&M, so we don't get fined. If you wait 3 minutes whenever we upset them, I was like, are we really?
First of all, no
posting
one's
this?
waiting, but also like
First of all, that would kill the vibe. Yeah.
yeah, but still.
But Alabama came out and they played a really good fourth quarter, and you know what?
Escape the trap game,
Exactly.
which they probably end up losing last year. So, that's progress. I mean, after how good Alabama's played the last couple weeks, with so many quality wins they've had against Vandy, and then Georgia, of course, they're kind of due for a bad game. Luckily, their bad game was beating USC by a touchdown and not losing. So, but you know, now you can move on to the game that's gonna make me throw a chair into the screen.
This puts a smile on my face, and that's what I need, a smile.
What the like? Okay, just continue. Just continue.
Texas came back for the overtime win, scored 17 points in the fourth quarter, forced overtime, and overall won it 45-38. Do you want to start, or you just want me to start, and then you just
I'm just
add?
gonna tell you guys that I picked Mississippi State to win this game and upset just because I don't think Texas is very good. Mississippi State has been very close to actually getting an SEC win. I finally thought this would be the game they get it done. And when you're up 17 points going to the fourth quarter
You have
at
to finish the job.
home, it should be done. But no, they gifted it to Texas. Little kick return touchdown. They made it tied going to overtime. Then they did nothing in overtime. I mean, it just hurts, you know. I'm a diehard Mississippi State fan. That's a joke, by the way. But I just, you know, so many notable alumni out of that school, you know. Dak Prescott.
Yeah, it's the first person we both thought of.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I don't know. It's annoying.
It-
Also,
it-
Texas just sucks. They're so fraudulent. I can't believe they're ranked. They're probably like
Texas fight.
I don't care that they're
Texas
an
fight.
SEC school.
Texas fight.
They're the most undeserved ranked team in the entire world. They have literally no I don't even. They have a win over Oklahoma. Congrats. They
Okay.
lost to Ohio State.
Barely.
Offense did nothing that entire game. Had crappy wins over a bunch of crappy schools.
No, they do. Their schedule. I will
They
say
beat
this.
Oklahoma in a game. Cool. No, I'm just here to crap. And then they have this game. You're trying to tell me this team deserves to be ranked?
No, I don't.
Okay,
I
okay.
know.
That's all I need to hear.
Yeah, I don't think they should be ranked. I think they're still an all right team. They are not the team they were last year. I don't think that they're the team. I don't think that they're. I don't think. The real question is Arch play next week, and that's going to be a really important thing to think about, which we'll get into later. But yeah, I think they play
They're
well.
like a slightly better
teams-
Michigan team from
Special
last year.
teams for Texas has been clutch. You got to think about the OU game, multiple kick returns, kick return, punt return, and then in this game the kick return.
Clutch, but also, since I'm a hater, it just shows how bad your offense is that your special teams has to come up clutch for your offense.
We got to move on. But yeah, it was a fun game. It was a great game. Any game that goes overtime is a fun one. Memphis USF, very important game.
It's so upsetting.
This one, Memphis USF.
It's all upsetting. All these games upset me.
You sound so
Not a-
excited to do
Not
that,
a single one of these games made me happy this week, except the one at the bottom.
which we're gonna skip. Just kidding. Memphis 34, USF. Again, very much blew this game. They had the lead. They had a 14-point lead, I believe, going into
Yeah.
halftime. And
Memphis did the reverse of what happened to them last week.
exactly against UAB. And you know what? Hats off to Memphis. They continue to prove
Needed
that
this
they're
win. They needed this win. They couldn't
both
lose
of
this
these
game.
teams. I think.
They basically both of them needed this win, but
This was an
Memphis needed
elimination
it.
game.
Memphis needed it more than USF
Would you say this
did.
was an elimination game?
Not for USF. 100% for Memphis, not for USF. I think if USF goes undefeated the rest of the way, wins the conference championship, they probably make it in.
You don't know about Navy. Don't underestimate Navy. Sorry. We've talked about it though.
The silence.
That offense would go so.
No, it would.
Them versus
we'll
Bama?
get into that because
Okay.
they're on the list of upcoming games. So we'll talk.
Not
We'll
Navy,
talk
but,
about
you
that
know,
there.
It's okay.
It's literally right there. Do you see that on the list?
Oh,
Oh my gosh! It's
okay.
like I mean,
talk about
it's
your last
kind
game.
of like unbelievable. He just doesn't listen to me, guys.
Hey, talk about the last game.
I just put it on here because I needed happiness from how bad college football was last week for me. Michigan 31, Michigan State 20. Michigan won this game with 86 passing yards. 86 passing yards. They won this game.
I didn't know that. I watched the whole game too, though.
Not really. None of us really watched the whole game. To be honest with you, I barely paid attention after the first half because I knew we had it in the bag. So all you sucky Michigan State fans can suck it. That's all I'm gonna say.
I know people who are Michigan State
Yep,
fans. that
and they
listen to
suck.
this.
Go
Hey,
blue.
I love y'all. I love y'all.
I mean, when you lose a game when the other team's quarterback puts up 86 passing yards, you should probably just fold your program. That's four
Oklahoma State
straight.
should have
That's four
folded
straight
multiple
victories.
times.
I saw a stat that this is the first time since like 1947 that Michigan holds 4-game win streaks against Ohio State and Michigan State.
That's a pretty impressive stat, I will say. But again, does the Michigan State one really count? I mean, does it matter as much,
I mean,
though?
yeah, it's a rival. Just because they suck doesn't mean I don't want to beat them.
Would you rather beat Michigan State or Notre Dame?
Michigan State. Don't play Notre Dame anymore.
I know, but like if you did.
If we play Notre Dame every year, probably Notre Dame, but we don't play Notre Dame every year.
Well, I know.
Michigan State matters
it's a
every year.
hypothetical.
I know, but if I'm telling you, if the hypothetical is we play every year, then Notre Dame. If it is the occasional one game every,
Then it's Michigan
then
State.
it's Michigan State.
No, yeah,
That's
that
my
makes
point.
sense. Oh, it was a good.
Paul Bunyan, love you. You're staying home, where you belong.
Can you want to transition us to the Texas?
Oh yeah.
Vandy game?
So big games coming up next week.
Who you
Obviously
cheering
not
for?
the best slate. But first game here, we got Vandy traveling to Texas.
Texas fight. Texas fight. Texas
Who am
fight.
I cheering for?
Yeah, I
neither.
If you
I
had to cheer for
hope
one.
both lose.
Tie. It's a tie.
Yeah, it's a
guys.
tie.
18th inning. We're done with the game. I mean,
I don't honestly. I don't have a good answer for you because like, if Vandy wins, then I have to deal with Vandy hype. And if Texas wins, then
you get to hear it from me.
yeah. I mean, Texas is just so fraudulent. I'm pretty positive I picked Vandy to win this game.
Me too. Again, if Vanderbilt wins, I get the pick right. If Texas wins,
I mean,
Texas wins.
but it's like, at the same time, this just feels like a game Texas would somehow look horrible in and win by a field goal. Like if
take
they
the
win by a
best.
field goal and look horrible, I deserve money.
We can talk about that later. Oklahoma, Tennessee, probably if not our best game, one of our best games. It's at Tennessee, and it's a night game at Neyland, which is probably one of the toughest environments you could ever go to. And so I think Tennessee wins not only because I think they're the better team, but because they're home at Neyland at the night game. And some people don't understand the impact of night college football games in the SEC. Those things are just electric.
I would agree for the most part.
Oh no, what I do wrong? What I say wrong?
No, not anything you said wrong. I don't think this game is that big of a deal. It's a ranked matchup, but I don't think either of these two teams are gonna do much with their seasons. But I will say, if Oklahoma wins this game, their defense will keep them in it, 100%.
Yes, agreed.
But either way, I don't like either of these two teams. I don't think either of them are very good. Like, at least top-heavy, like, championship good is my point. But I'm probably just taking Tennessee, like you said, because they're at home. If it was in Oklahoma, I'm probably taking Oklahoma. That'll be my opinion.
I think I'd still go Tennessee.
I just don't. Why do you think Tennessee's so good?
I like Aguilar. I really like Aguilar.
Really?
I really do. For something about him.
Okay. Because they just don't have good wins. They have, like, they beat the mid teams and they lose to the good teams.
Plus, I think it's a blackout game.
I mean, yeah. I mean, again, that's what I'm saying. I'm only picking Tennessee because it's at home.
Okay.
I don't think Tennessee's that good.
Home field advantages.
I just don't think Tennessee's like they're good. They're just not
good.
Championship playoff good.
Cincinnati, Utah. I think that's
probably
our
game day.
That's our game day game.
Obviously, one of the actually good games of the week that actually is going to matter.
Nobody's going to watch it
because it's at 9:15.
Because it's at 9:15 at night, and so Brendan will already have left to go to his room, and I will be in my room.
I mean, Saturday the Red Wings don't play that day, but also it's just like this game probably out of all the games this week for power conferences matters the most. Like this game will probably whoever wins this game would probably end up making the Big 12 championship game. Like Utah needs to win this game or they're basically screwed.
Yeah.
And if Cincinnati wins this game, they're going to cruise their way to the Big 12 championship game. This game matters the most. Tennessee and Oklahoma basically have zero chance to make the conference championship. Vandy has a chance to make the conference championship, but Texas,
If they win out.
If they win out, maybe, but will they?
No. They will lose another game.
Like, they look, I'm just like, so out of all the games that are like here this week that are ranked matchups, this one looks the best, but does anybody care? No, because it's the Big 12. That being said, Cincinnati wins.
Okay, and then our last one. I agree with you. Utah looks fraudulent at times. Cincinnati has looked really good. What's the quarterback's name again?
Brennan Sorsby.
Yeah, Sorsby. Thank you. He's looked really good. He didn't look great against Oklahoma State, though. We did pretty well.
Wow. In the second half, we did. The first half, he dominated us. He picked us apart like we were Swiss cheese.
Swiss cheese is good, though. Wait, like top 3 cheeses. Do you have a top 3 cheese? Quickly.
I don't have a top 3 cheese. I'm not a cheese person.
I was trying to see if I could get you on your toes. Navy, UNT.
I don't have a top 3 cheese.
I'm
sorry.
Dad, I support you. Go Navy. Beat Army. So I'm gonna cheer for Navy.
I'm cheering for UNT.
But I think UNT wins. It's at UNT, and one thing that UNT has proved that if they want to have a full environment, they're gonna do it. And whenever they played USF. It didn't go their way, but at the same time, they were there, and I really think that's awesome. Great idea. But don't ever underestimate the Navy shipment. I mean midshipmen. You have to with their offense.
Their offense will probably put up points because they always find a way because they run the triple option and like nobody's prepared for that anymore. But their defense just isn't going to be good enough to stop UNT's offense, in my opinion. But it's hard to pick Navy in this game. As much as like it would be cool to see the triple option go all the way, it's just probably not going to happen. And UNT kind of looks like they're on, even after the loss, they look like they're on a mission. That USF game really just got away from them.
Yeah, it was just so high scoring, touchdown.
And also, it's hard. It's hard when that's your first like big home game, and like implications are at like an all-time high. It's hard. You got all the pressure on you. I mean. You would think UNT USF, you would think that USF would have all the pressure in the game, but honestly, I feel like UNT had more pressure in that game.
I'm going to be honest, them not having a lot of fans and then them having that many
fans
that
odd.
quick.
It's got to be odd.
Probably freaked them out.
Yeah, it's got to be odd. But, I mean, that being said, if UNT wins out, they probably make the conference championship and have a chance at the playoff, but they got to get past a Navy team that we really don't know is, like, how good they are.
Yeah, we need to watch that game.
So
we need to make sure we watch that game.
It's 11 a.m., so. I don't know. I think UNT wins. I think it's close. I just don't think Navy's defense is good enough to keep up with UNT's offense. Although I do think it'll be high scoring, something in the 40s. Classic college football.
But yeah, it should be a fun week. Again, not the greatest games, but a lot of some good games. Recapping Oklahoma State versus Tech. I feel like we can do this under a minute because the highlight of the game is the quarterback's arm slipping and us getting the ball. It was rough, and I want to call out Brendan right now because quote 5 minutes before the game, it can't get much worse than the Oregon game. And very first play kickoff return. And, technically they scored in the same amount of time, but it took them 2 plays for Oregon. It only took, it took technically no plays.
Technically not a play.
Not a play. So,
I mean, it's not as bad as Oregon because the defense played better, which is funny to say because they lost 42-0. But the first couple scores weren't even on the defense. They were on the offense and the special teams, but regardless of the point. It's just, there's nothing pretty. There's not really a positive you can come out with this game.
Say that comes out. Yeah, you score 0 points, you allow 42. They put in their second strings to start the half. Oh no, they had second strings in at the end of the second quarter, I believe.
If you're asking me like I watched, I don't know. It was on. I wasn't really paying attention.
Colby was the only one really paying attention.
Yeah, he's more dedicated. I don't even know. We were all kind of out of it after the first quarter.
Mm-hmm.
Even though the funny thing is, in the first quarter, we technically had multiple chances to make the game close, and our offense just couldn't move the ball.
You just got to take advantage of the opportunities we're
Offense
given,
doesn't move the ball.
We just don't do it.
We don't move the ball. They don't move the ball. Which, not really their fault. They were down their starting running back, and technically their starting quarterback, because, Haas is still dead. So, it's kind of just sad.
He's gonna be back. I've heard that like 400 times. Stop reading injury reports. They lie to you.
Well, now they're saying they're reevaluating him after the bye.
That means he's never going to play. But you know what?
There's a good chance he applies for a medical red shirt.
If you do listen to this, Haas, which I don't think you do, please stay.
Yeah, please. I need to know that we have a solid quarterback coming back next year. Or, at least someone that it will be fun to watch.
Exactly.
So,
Oklahoma State versus Kansas this week, away game at Kansas. They're 4-4. So,
24.5-point underdogs, better than last week.
I think we do something here. I think we score multiple touchdowns.
You didn't predict that.
I lied in my prediction. So I have 35-14. He has 35-17. I think we can put some points on the board today. I think that if there's a team that we can put a couple trick plays against, it's Kansas. Kansas's defense is not that good.
I wish I had the faith that you have.
You have more points than me.
Yes, I understand that because I think that the offense will get touchdowns because they did against Baylor, they did against Houston. Trying to think if there's anybody else in there. They did against Cincinnati, so they probably will against Kansas, but I still think Kansas controls the game for the most part. I don't think we have any chance at winning this game. I think the only way we get a win is at home, and I don't think that's going to happen. So, not to mention, I don't know what the quarterback situation is. Zane's supposed to be back. Who knows if he actually plays? I don't know if Rodney Fields is supposed to play. And if Rodney Fields doesn't play, we ain't winning. And the defense has actually been not too horrible, but still.
Yeah.
Just
college football is so questionable, and you never know what's going to happen. Even the most unexpected things could happen. But that's what we love about the sport. That's what you love about it. That's what makes you love college football. The unexpectedness.
I love college football. I don't love Oklahoma State football.
I have a soft spot for it.
Well, I like it. They're my team, but at the same time, we don't watch games. If they're not at home, we're not watching games. You watch 5 minutes of the Tech game? Watch 5 minutes of the Tech game, probably watch 5 minutes of the Arizona game. You watch probably less than 2 of the Oregon game. So basically, if it wasn't at home, we aren't watching it.
I know, and it's so
That's
sad.
my point. It's just why?
I remember we watched the kickoff
painful.
return for the Tech game, and then immediately
You said, can we turn the game off?
I immediately turned around and said, so can we turn it off now? But yeah, we love college football, but let's move it on to the professional level. Not a lot of great games. If we want to look at it, probably our good first game was the Jets-Bengals, which is crazy to think that the Jets won a game. They'll put up 39 points, which again, 39-38 is one of the most high-scoring games you'll see in the NFL. and that's
True.
it's very impressive to see that many points. Just proves
Right,
how
by
bad.
both teams too. It wasn't like it was a blowout.
Oh yeah, exactly. Unlike the Bills game where it's 40-9. Again, 39-38. Congrats to the Jets for getting the first win. You know,
Shout out Aaron Glenn.
I think most NFL fans like to see an 0-17 team
Oh, probably. I mean, I would like to see it so the Lions can
not be the last.
not be like the worst team ever.
Yeah. But yeah. So
Good,
but
good for Aaron Glenn.
Yeah, good
Round
for
of
Aaron
applause
Glenn.
for Aaron Glenn.
Round of applause.
You deserve that. I know your situation's tough when you have Ohio State Justin Fields as your quarterback. God, he sucks. But shout out Breece Hall.
Oh yeah, Breece Hall.
Finally got one going for himself, so that's good to see.
Let's see here.
I don't know how to feel about it if you're a Bengals fan. That's supposed to be like an easy win in your schedule that you can pick up while you don't have Burrow as your quarterback and maybe have a chance at the playoffs, and you lose it at home.
Exactly. There's no really other good games, but I would say the other one that we probably should talk about is the Eagles-Giants. Cam Scatterboo.
And
I'll
you
be
know whose
honest.
fault broke his ankle? I wonder whose fault that was.
Okay, so you want to tell that story, or are you gonna make me tell it?
Okay, so pretty much what goes on
Fantasy.
is we're watching football, and when it seems we don't necessarily care about, we're watching because of fantasy. We're like, oh, okay, this guy's on our team. Let's watch this one. So he's telling me I'm like, okay, I got Wan'Dale Robinson, and then he's like, I got Cam Scatterboo.
Jackson Dart.
Oh, sorry, I got Jackson Dart. And he's like, so he's in quotes, this is pretty much what he said. He said, I need Cam Scatterboo to break his leg and then be out for
Just the game.
just the game,
Just
and
the
then come
game.
back next week. About probably a couple minutes later, Cam Scatterboo breaks his ankle.
And we saw his ankle go perpendicular with the other foot.
Yeah,
and
it
so
wasn't pretty.
It was just like
It wasn't
ugh.
one of those pretty ones.
Put the graphic on the screen.
I'm not. I would never do that
That
to
would
people
be crazy. The
'cause
one
it's
time
horrible.
the first time we used a graphic is
Is just his ankle facing the wrong way?
no, but I mean it was rough, and they played pretty well against the Eagles. I will say that. But there was really no other good games last week. Is there
Nope.
any other ones you really
I
want to
mean,
talk about?
No, not really. I didn't really watch most of. Yeah, and I didn't get to watch Monday Night Football, so. But it looked like it was a blowout, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, it was never interesting. But next week we have a couple good games. I'm very excited for. First, let's go Colts Steelers, 7-1 Colts, and then Aaron Rodgers led Steelers. I think both of those teams are solid. We're in Pittsburgh, so you take away the Lucas Oil environment, which again it's NFL, so it's not as crazy of an environment. But Lucas Oil's known for being one of the more rowdy stadiums, so I think it should be a good game.
I don't think it will be. I think Colts take care of business.
You really do think so?
I think Colts are actually really good.
I think they're gonna. At one
I don't
point,
think the Steelers are that good.
you don't think so.
Uh-uh.
What about let's go to Broncos Texans.
Broncos take care of business easily.
Really?
Both are just really good defenses, but Broncos have a considerably better offense.
Okay. Chiefs Bills.
You
gotta have an
I
argument
chose
here.
I chose Chiefs. I
Do you
think
think
they're
it's
playing
close, though?
considerably better than the Bills are. Yeah, it's always going to be close between those two teams.
Okay.
I think the only reason the Bills would win is because they're at home.
Again,
I mean, if you just look at it, the Colts' offense gets better than the Steelers. Their defenses are. I would probably say Steelers' defense is better, but the Colts just look world beat. I mean, have you seen Jonathan Taylor? Then you have Daniel
Just got
Jones
to
playing
mention, by
good,
the
to
way.
Tyler Warren, and all these things. It just doesn't really seem like it's in the cards for the Steelers. The Broncos are coming off. I mean, they're one of the better teams right now. Obviously, Houston's playing better than they did at the beginning of the year, but I mean, if you compare the offenses, I mean, come on. And the defenses are probably on the same level statistically. And the only reason I'm taking the Chiefs is because they just look really good right now. They look like they're back to normal. And although the Bills just did kill the Carolina Panthers, it's the Carolina Panthers. So,
Bryce Young's so inconsistent. We still love you, Bryce Young, though.
but to be fair, that game is more of a toss-up to me than the other two games.
yeah, that's fair.
But I don't know. I'm gonna shoot that that the Chiefs are probably gonna make the Super Bowl again, just because the way they're playing, they stay healthy, they're fine. But Colts look good. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if the Colts make some kind of run, but at the same time, you have Daniel Jones at quarterback, so he's been playing good, but it's Daniel Jones.
Exactly.
So I don't know. Pick
Another
your battles.
legacy season.
He's the GOAT, bro.
Exactly.
Although I benched him in fantasy for Lamar Jackson. Did work out for me, though. Shout out Lamar. I think he had 4 passing touchdowns
He
yesterday.
did. He had three different three of them were to tight ends.
Got to get it done somehow.
Right.
Your end zone threats.
Mm-hmm.
But good to see because I need a win in fantasy so bad. Like, unbelievably bad. Like, it's actually horrible. He's currently going on a ChatGPT right now. I don't really know why he is, but I just feel like it's a good...
Move on to your MLB stuff.
Oh, okay. So you can ChatGPT. Okay. Shout out ChatGPT. Sponsor us, please. Okay. I have a bit World Series update. Obviously, last episode I believe we were going into the World Series, and today we have Game 6 of the World Series. Blue Jays took a 3-2 lead after winning Game 5 in kind of commanding fashion. They kind of just controlled the game. Yes, Savage had a really good performance.
He is so good.
I mean, I saw a thing. He has one of the highest release points in the MLB.
I saw that. Yeah.
Yep. So been really nasty. Honestly, an insane story for him. After that 18-inning thriller of a game that the Dodgers ended up taking, off Freddie Freeman walk-off, Blue Jays were able to take the next two. Kind of just control both of those games, to be honest with you. And now going into Toronto with 1-1 away from a World Series. But good pitching matchup for the Dodgers. You're probably just the guy you want to see on the mound is Yamamoto.
Exactly.
When you're on a win-or-go-home situation. Yamamoto has literally been perfect. Pretty much as close to perfect you can be without actually being perfect. Back-to-back shutouts. Back-to-back complete games. And just dominating teams left and right, pretty much. Gausman hasn't been, bad or any means, but he just, you would probably say his last game was 6 2/3 and he gave up 3 runs. You'd probably be like, I'm happy with that. But when you're going against Yamamoto, he's probably going to have to be near perfect.
Mm-hmm.
So it'll be a good matchup. But Blue Jays are at home. Honestly, I see them winning this game because I have a feeling that if they lose this game, the Dodgers win in 7.
I have to agree with you. It's the Dodgers, and I understand going back to, again, we talked about it. We've talked about a lot about environments today and home field environments. And if there's one stadium that has a good environment, it's the Blue Jays. But for some odd reason, I agree with you. If they take Game 6, they take Game 7.
They got to win today.
I think they got to finish it out in 6. And that'd be awesome.
It would be awesome. It'd be awesome. It also could just be that I have a nightmare feel from the Dodgers and
nobody likes them.
I mean, so
if you're a Dodgers, who's a Dodgers fan that we know? Did Colby say he was a Dodgers fan?
He's just okay with the Dodgers winning because he's an Ohtani fan and he doesn't like the Blue Jays because he's a Rangers fan.
Okay. Well, if you like the Dodgers, sorry, but you just make me mad. It's just
an
like
upsetting
a team that
situation.
pays for wins. I mean,
Well,
you're just
I don't know
you're
if I'd
just
go that
rude.
far,
You're just terrible. I mean, you're a fake fan. You must like multiple teams. I said that on purpose. It was a joke.
I just have a hard time believing that the Blue Jays could win this series in 7. I think they need to win it tonight. Because for one, you'd have momentum, and this Dodgers just they seem unbeatable, and they're down in this series. And if they lose, they're done. That's the insane thing. But Toronto continues to prove how good they are. So it'll be fun to watch. Probably will hopefully be watching that tonight. Honestly, I don't know what's unfolding for us tonight, but that'll hopefully be on some screen somewhere.
Are we watching a movie?
I mean, Kobe's supposed to come over, but it might turn into a World Series watch party.
Yeah.
Also,
down.
the Red Wings play at 9.
That's the least important thing ever.
We're 8-3. We're one of the best teams in the league right now, regardless of the point.
Hey,
but
not as good as the Devils.
Actually, they have a better record than the Devils.
Wait, I thought the Devils were 8-2.
I will literally bring it up to you right now. I'm pretty sure they lost last night and made them not as good as the Red Wings, but I'll check for you. Just
Again, I'm still trying to get in the sport. I watch a game probably once every other day. Really, just what's on. Again, if I'm wrong, I apologize.
They have the same record.
Okay, so they're both pretty good.
Same record. The difference right now is the fact that the Devils were 8-1, but they just lost back-to-back games.
Yep, I saw that. They lost by 4, and then how much?
And to not some good teams because I think they just lost to the Sharks.
Who did they?
Yep,
they
just lost to the
4
Sharks.
to the Avalanche. Right?
Yeah, they lost 8-4 to the Avalanche, and then lost to probably one of the worst constructed teams in the league, in the San Jose Sharks. Just kidding. The Sharks have a really good offense. Their defense is just horrible. Oh my gosh, it's bad. But round out baseball. Excited for tonight. Hopefully the Jays win it in 6.
Hopefully, yeah.
We both believe that if the Jays lose, the Dodgers will win in 7. But into the NHL. But yeah, I'll just go into the Devils talk because you're a closet Devils fan. Really good team. They're 8-1, lost back-to-back games. Can't really be losing the Sharks. But
It's not good. I mean, if there's one thing I've learned about the Sharks from what you've told me, they're not a team that you should be too worried about. But again,
they have a really good offense because one
They
of their
do?
young players is Macklin Celebrini. He's like fifth
I
in the
like
league
that
in
last
points.
name. Celebrini?
Yeah.
That's like you.
But
Selke, Celebrini. Yeah.
Celebrini is like a.
Does he have
He's
a
gonna
good?
be really
Does he
good.
have good celebrations when he scores?
I wouldn't know. I don't watch the Sharks. I just know they have a really good offense, but their defense is pitiful. But yeah, Devils have been great. Red Wings have probably been on the same level. They just came off a 4-3 shootout win last night to the Kings, which I'm so glad they won that game because if I had to stay up till basically 1 a.m. to figure out if they won that game, it's it's got to be worth it. Well,
this week. You had to
so-
stay up for games.
huh?
I feel like you had to stay up a lot for a lot of games this week.
Yeah, and I have to stay up even later because we're on a West Coast trip, so wonderful. But no, the Red Wings were up 3-1 in this game with about 3 minutes to go. Proceeded to blow the game, go 3-3 into overtime. They got a penalty in overtime, so it was 4-3. And then they gave up a goal. Kings celebrated the win on the ice, doing all their celebrations. Refs reviewed the goal for goaltender interference, called the goal back. So after they celebrated the win, the game continued. Kings almost won it again in overtime, but then the Wings forced a shootout and won it in the shootout. So basically, the Red Wings won a game that they lost.
Okay.
It's insane. You should watch that because it's pretty hilarious.
I do want to talk about so we were watching. It was Saturday, and the game they were down. What was it? 4-0 at one point.
Yeah.
They were down 4-0. You got your computer. You started watching, and me and Colby were in the room. And 1 second we hear dang. So it's like 1-0. Okay, it's hockey. You can score one goal, tie it up.
Yeah.
About 5 minutes later, dang. Or I guess he didn't actually say dang. I think it progressively got worse. It was like dang. There's a second goal. Scored a third goal, and I think did we tell you to put it away after the third or the fourth?
I think I just put it away after
The third.
Yeah, it was 2-0 after one, and then it was in the second period they scored 2 quick goals, and to make it 4-0, and I said I'm done watching.
Exactly.
So I put it away about 5 minutes into the second period.
He put it away, and then he kept checking his phone, and then he noticed.
It was 4-1. I checked my phone,
Yep.
and I was like, "Oh, cool, we got a goal back. Nice, I guess."
You scored another
I
goal.
still put the phone away, and then
You checked again.
No, I checked again at the end of the period with like 30 seconds left, and it said, well, actually, my friend messaged in the group chat, and he was like, what is happening? And I was like, what could be happening? We're losing 4-1. So I checked the score, and it says 4-3 after 2, and I'm like...
Well, so then, no, this is the funny part. He looked at me and Colby and said, can I please get my computer? It's not like we're like in charge of them, but it's like kind of like they're doing good when I don't look at them.
Yeah.
And we're all superstitious. And he's like, no, me and Colby agreed, not unless they tie it.
Yep.
And they tied it with, I think, 9 minutes remaining in the third
something
period.
like
And I said, just wait till like 5 minutes. And then Colby was like, nah, go get that thing. And so you got your did they win? Did they go to overtime?
Nope, they won 6-4 in regulation.
About to say, they
They
scored.
scored. I got the computer, and then they scored a couple minutes later to make it 5-4.
Yeah, it was like really, really quickly, and then they scored again with what? It was an open net goal?
Yeah.
And then an open net goal at the end. But I just want to say, that was the biggest change of events I've ever seen through Brendan. It was happiness, the Red Wings playing, sad, super duper, hopeful, and then, oh my gosh, I've never seen a bigger smile on the man's face.
Dude,
I mean, he was so happy, and it was really, really
It's
funny.
like not a good win, but it's a win that you're like,
You take your wins where you
yeah,
can.
you take your wins.
You take your wins, and that's one of the things I like about hockey is that's the fun about the low scoring aspect. You can score a goal and be down 1 and make it up, and as the Red Wings proved, score 6 goals. It doesn't happen ever. It's a very rare thing for that to happen.
It's only our
but it's possible.
5th 4-win, like 4-goal deficit win in franchise history, and keep in mind we're 100 years old, so
That's a centennial season, right?
yeah. So
Congratulations for that, by the way.
congratulations. I mean, I've only been alive for not even a fourth of it, so. And I've not seen a playoff game.
You still haven't seen a playoff game?
No, because they made the playoffs a decade ago. I was 9. I remember watching one game in that playoff series, and I barely remember it. So basically, no, I've not seen a playoff game. I've not sat down and watched a playoff hockey game with my dad.
That's
the
gonna
goal
happen
in life.
this year.
Well, we hope, because
and
it
Brendan's
requires
gonna
them to
go
make
to the game.
it requires them to make the second round, because I won't be home for the first round.
Are the Stars and the Red Wings on the same
Conference? No, they used to be. They used to be.
That'd be awesome. Dallas Stars, Red Wings, Stanley Cup Finals.
It would, but
would you find a way to get to the game? It'd
if
be
I
so
had the
expensive.
money,
How much do you think a ticket is to the Stanley Cup? I actually have no clue. Is it the same as like an NBA, maybe $1,000 for a good seat?
it's probably upwards of $1,000 for a good seat.
If
Nose
if you want to be on the glass, what do you think you're paying?
probably a couple grand,
Okay.
a few grand maybe, depending on what it is, like what game it is maybe. But nose peaks are probably like $500.
I think you probably would do it. I think your dad would do it.
I don't know.
Use
That's
your
really
bowling funds
expensive.
money.
That's really expensive. It depends on the situation.
Hey, yo, if you just want to donate to the podcast, it
Go
would
to
probably go to
your
our gambling
podcast
fund
fund.
before it goes.
Yeah.
Just kidding. We don't gamble.
But Stars have bounced back the last week too. They're 6-3-2 now after being 3-3-1. So they've won 3 of their last 4. Ended up losing last night, and Tyler Sagan's 1,000 games. So round of applause for Tyler Sagan. 1,000 games is like huge milestone. You're almost guaranteed the Hall of Fame if you play 1,000
Yeah.
games.
Pretty
much.
I think about that all the time in all the sports. Like,
Yeah.
at what point playing time long enough do you automatically just make it?
Yep. So congratulations to him. Stars ended up losing that game, but they look to be getting more on the back on track after a little stumble there last week. But good to see out of them. Need them to keep it up just in case their Wings find a way to not make the playoffs again, because I need a playoff bandwagon. So
Is that what everybody calls them? Is that like is that what the slang, the Wings? Nobody says. Is that just the slang?
I mean, yeah, Wings, Red Wings.
I don't know. You just call them the Wings, and I just chill like that. This has been my
Kinda like
favorite
when you-
hockey segment we've had.
The
yet.
pokes.
I
Because
like-
you're actually talking.
I love this.
It's
fun.
amazing when you actually talk about the sport. It's
I like
more
it. No,
entertaining.
I mean, I'm getting, like I said, I check a game. I watch again. I may not watch any of the teams that I like support, but I like putting it on. Plus, listening to it is elite. Just listening to it, it's pretty fun. Hearing the skates and the hitting the puck and all that.
Bro likes hockey ASMR.
The ASMR is crazy. Sorry. I apologize. Do you want to move on to the NBA?
I mean, that's up to you. I mean, I have nothing to say about it. I have not watched an NBA game in the last week, so
I
I
just wanna
honestly
say-
forgot it was going on.
I don't know I don't know Stephen Curry's middle name, but if I did, we're just gonna say Stephen Middle Curry. I mean,
Isn't Wandale like his first name or something like that? Not Wendell. It's like Wendell.
oh, it might be whatever
He's
his
got
middle
something
name
weird.
is. He's so good. He just looks incredible. I just want to say that he's incredible.
The Glaze. Holy.
I mean, he may be my favorite player of all time, but he just looks so good. But I mean, we got to talk about it after the first.
I saw Chet had a nice dunk.
Chet.
He was playing Dallas
when
like
he's
couple
that
couple
tall,
games ago. He
yeah.
had a nice dunk.
They're 6-0.
I got it sent to me. That was the only reason I saw it.
They're
Because I'm
undefeated.
a big Chet supporter. I got it sent to me. It was
Just
like
can't get
Chet
behind
aura.
Chet. He's
He's mean,
he's a
bro.
white man pretending to be black.
Oh my god, he was so good at Gonzaga. I love the way
Gonzaga.
he runs. He just looks great. I can't lie. He's my
Yeah.
goat.
Speaking of, I mean, we've
But
gotten
we can continue
yeah
about
yeah.
whatever else there
We've
is to talk
got
about this
a couple
crappy
weeks.
sport.
Yeah. What'd you say? Well, okay. I heard that.
College basketball.
That should be a fun topic when that starts.
Yeah, next week.
But we've seen it. We've been through a week. We've seen what our rookies are capable of. Again, they're still slowly getting into the NBA. They've learning the NBA. Cooper Flag. Again, we want to look at our leading contenders. We have Cooper Flag on the Mavericks. VJ Edgecombe, which has caught the eye of a lot of people. Again, he was the number 3 overall pick for the
Shout out
Sixers.
Colby.
Yep. Wait, why are we shouting out Colby?
Wrote an article. He was one of his top 3 rookies.
Oh, sweet. What was his third? You could use him as a source for this article.
Edgecombe.
And then Dylan Harper.
That ball guy. Cooper wasn't on there. It was
Cooper wasn't on there.
with one of the guys with the weird nicknames. The Hornets guy. It's like
Oh,
Kalkbrenner or something like that.
Yep. Colton Kalkbrenner. I
And then
think.
there's a guy that I can't remember. That I don't remember. But somebody read the article. Shout out Colby. Go read his articles.
But yeah, yeah, exactly. It's been fun. Cooper Flag's actually averaging.
He looks.
Great.
I know he's going gets up more in points every game. It seems
Exactly.
like.
He's doing a pretty good job. But VJ Edgecombe, I mean, when you look at his first game and he had 27, and he's averaging 22 a game. I'm not gonna lie, the 76ers are a team that I'd be worried about. I know nobody thinks about it, but if you have a healthy Jared McCain,
TikTok
and-
man.
what?
Is he a TikTok guy?
Do you like Jared McCain?
I don't have an opinion on a lot of basketball players. I just know he makes TikToks.
Who's your favorite basketball player?
Kate Cunningham.
Do you have a second? I knew that was your favorite. I don't know why I asked the question, but I kind of wanted to know what your second.
I don't know. Franz Wagner.
Franz Wagner. Okay.
I don't know. Some
Okay.
guy from Michigan, probably somewhere over there that I don't remember.
Golden. Is he on a team?
Vladislav Golden?
Yeah.
Isn't he on the Nets? Didn't he get drafted there? I don't know if he
I can't
plays.
remember.
Oh wait, no, that's Wolf plays on the Nets. I think. I don't know who Golden plays on.
Oh, Wolf. I forgot about Wolf too. Yeah.
Um,
But yeah. We watched a lot of Michigan games last year.
Yeah. Well, I told you I
They
watched
beat
college
A&M,
basketball. I
and
watched
so that
college
was
basketball.
My favorite game of the whole entire year when they beat A&M. in
Oklahoma
the
State
tournament.
plays A&M next week.
I know. Yeah.
It's gonna be great.
Don't gig them. What do they say against them? See, I don't like to hate. I don't hate.
I
on
don't
them.
know. All I know is college basketball starts next week, and that's when I'll actually start to watch more games for basketball because I'll watch Oklahoma State games that I go to, and the Michigan games, and then sometimes occasionally I'll watch other college basketball games. But again, hockey has priority because it's just so
Oh,
much better.
I understand.
Just so much better.
Yeah.
So much better.
And
Did I mention that it's better?
plenty of times. And then again, we talked about our rookies of the year, but then there's also our MVP prospects. You have to put the two obvious ones up there. You got to put Shea. You have to put Jokic. But right now, I believe the leader is either Giannis or Wemby.
I've heard a lot of things about Giannis.
Giannis has been putting up points, and I mean he's done a really good job. He doesn't have Dame on that team anymore, so again, it's very much him doing as much as he can. But again, he's done a really good job, and then Victor Wembanyama has just looked electric as well. They both have looked so good. Giannis is averaging 36.3 points a game, 14 rebounds, and 7 assists. No, he's. I mean, we all think about the Stephen A's clip where he's like, he's averaging 40 when he was talking about James Harden, and he's doing really well. But I think there's a lot of, and then Shea had a career high the other night. We watched that game, the 55-point game. Funny enough, he had 31 points last night, only 2 free throws.
See, and they say they can't get it done outside of the free throws, but he can. He can.
I will say that. I'm very impressed with that so far.
I mean, my thing is I just feel like that's kind of what you got to do in the NBA.
True free throws?
I mean, if you
Free
can
throw-
drive the lane and get free throws because the league is soft as hell, then just why not do it?
Yeah.
If I could draw a foul off you every single time and get free throws without having to be able to make a shot and just shoot my free throws, I would do it every single time. Do you see how much he's baiting guys out there? It's not even half the fouls he gets aren't even like shots that he would be able to make, but he knows how to bait a ref into calling a foul.
Exactly.
It may be annoying, but it's technically a skill.
It's legal.
It's
I mean,
technically a skill. It's kind of why the sport sucks, but it's a skill.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, there was literally one that he was like, he purposely shoved his body into the
he
other
pushed
dude.
his body in and pushed the ball off.
Yeah.
And he always makes sure to make sure he releases the ball so he gets the shooting foul. You never see Shea not shoot the ball when he gets fouled.
True.
He always tries to get the ball. But again,
But I respect it. I
No,
respect it.
and then Victor Wembanyama, like I was saying, has 30.2 points, 14.6 rebounds, and 3.4 assists. I mean, the rebounds make sense. He's 7'5". The points make sense. He just stands over people. The assists, nobody else getting the rock on the team. Give me the ball. I'm doing everything I can. But again, Stephon Castle and Dylan Harper are, again, like I said, one of the possible rookies of the year. Also on the backcourt for 18.8, 14.4. And that Spurs team looks really good. They're 5-0. They look good. So yeah, I'm really excited to see how everything plays out. Again, we're still at the beginning of the year, only 5 games in, 6 games in, 7 games in.
Nobody's laughing at that. That was so unbelievably forced.
Okay, I'm sorry.
You got to be better at
Okay,
it.
I'll be better. But yeah, I'm excited for the NBA. And again, the NHL I'm excited for. I'm sad that we're losing the MLB, but we'll talk about more things.
Yeah, probably just more life updates. We're running out of, because we'll run out of sports eventually. We'll get to a dry period. Next semester we will. But get into some life updates for the most part. I put busy week because I've had a lot going on this week with just like work and then projects. In fact, that's where I have to go in like 10 minutes is another project thing, and then I got to go edit the project that I did yesterday. But then after this couple weeks, for me at least, I don't have much going on project-wise, so that's nice for school. Work, of course, still going on, but and then I have You go home next week.
I do. I get to go home. To.
You lucky son of a bee.
I get to go to a high school football game.
Okay. I feel like you should have started out with the reason not
I'm
throw it
going to
out
see
there.
my sister
There
for
we
senior
go.
night, which that makes me happy. But
I like to see your family, and you get to spend a lot of time with them because you're going up there Thursday.
And then I'll be back. Get to sleep in the airport. And then I get to have class the next day, which I was telling people about, how you suggested that maybe I just don't go to class.
Well, I was just thinking if you don't, that's a class you could skip.
It is.
Honestly,
yeah,
you could skip both those classes and probably be fine. But
yeah, that's true. Again, we wouldn't have had class the whole week before, though.
True.
But yeah, we'll see. I'm super excited about that. You're talking about that soccer broadcast?
Soccer broadcast was something.
Something.
I think we had fun.
We
didn't really take it very seriously. We did for some parts, probably 60 minutes of the 90-minute game, but then there was a good 30 minutes where you just didn't, just mixed in all the time. Almost got locked into the recording area that we were in.
We couldn't get out.
There was it just felt like it was impossible to get out.
We were stuck in there.
And then we were just almost just going to sit there the rest of the We were probably just going to live there.
Would you have called the floor or the desk?
I don't even know. I don't even know what I would do.
What a conversation.
And then met the radio guy for the women's soccer. Well, the color guy at least. He's an Arsenal fan. He cares a lot about OSU women's soccer. And you know what? I respect it, but oh my gosh, he cares a lot. I know it's his job because he's a commentator, but still.
He was very energetic. I saw his hands fly up at least 20, 30 times.
Yeah, the windows in there really don't make you feel like.
So the thing about this booth is it's windows on both sides surrounding you, so everybody can see you. I think we had sports management to our right. We had the actual commentators, and then we had ESPN Plus, the one next over. And so everybody saw us. Thankfully there was no lights, so it's not like we were super duper lit up, but everybody was looking at us. I felt like
it's a nice press box though.
Oh, it was beautiful, but I felt like I was in a fishbowl.
Yeah, it is weird. I feel like it would be better if they just blocked off the two sides and then just gave us the window.
The only reason they don't do that is because you wouldn't be able to see the whole field.
Yeah, that's true.
You wouldn't be able to see the goals without leaning super duper forward. But I had a lot of fun, and
I had fun.
We didn't win. We didn't come out with the win. We lost
2-0
to Baylor.
We're actually horrible.
It was not good.
Winless in conference.
The Baylor goalie was something else.
Oh my gosh, Baylor goalie
Alvarez,
was actually on.
She was amazing. She went left,
Huge
right,
saves.
up, down. She was.
She earned the shutout. She definitely earned the shutout.
It was a well-deserved shutout. Hard fought.
But Halloween's today. Not doing much, I don't think.
No, I didn't. No,
I don't think we have. Well, Colby's coming over, but that basically at this point, who knows
sure
if that has any.
Is this for sure?
Yeah.
Did
if
you text him today?
I haven't texted him today, but he said he would. But he's probably playing basketball right now. Oh, that's on you though, because I got to go do something after this.
Do you think he's still hooping right now?
Probably.
I might go over there then.
You'd have to text him, but Halloween, I don't think we really have much plans other than just do what we normally do, which is watch football. But only got a few more weeks left in Thanksgiving. You're just trying to get home in the next few days. I'm trying to get Thanksgiving. But exciting times. Exciting times. I think the podcast plan for next week is Wednesday morning.
I thought it was Thursday. Oh, no, you're right, Wednesday.
Do you listen to me when I talk, or does it just go out one ear through the other?
My mom says the exact same thing.
But I think it's Wednesday. We have a class. We'll probably get it done in the morning. Probably will get posted Wednesday, too. So look out for that. That's hoping we can actually get that done because he's got to leave Thursday afternoon, and I don't really have another good time to do it on Thursday. Technically, we could do it Thursday, too, but I don't want him to also be rushed, and he also has a class. So Wednesday's easier, I think, for us. So we're going to get that done.
We don't actually we're missing one of our classes, so we're going to do it when we would usually have class.
Yeah, because you don't have class that day because it's off so that we can get other stuff done. But yeah, that's the hope for next week. Obviously, we'll probably just recap the normal things that we do, like always. I don't know what life updates we'll have for you because
it's going to be pretty similar.
Yeah. Hopefully, it's a better week of college football. And the Lions play this week, so I actually have something to look forward to on Sunday.
And we get to watch the game.
Yeah, I know.
We have it.
I actually have that game, so that'll be fun.
Stream East the Texans game like I always do.
You got to sometimes.
You got to do what you got to do.
Shout out Stream East.
Shout out Stream East.
I don't know if that's something we should shout out because technically it's illegal, but...
Rewind.
But yeah. thank you for tuning in. If you actually sat through the entire episode, we appreciate you deeply. I don't know why you would, because we are annoying as hell. But shout out. Yeah.
All the peoples.
Yep. I guess we'll see you on Wednesday, hopefully. If not, maybe Thursday. Enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll see you. I'm Brennan. This is Peyton.